Immediately yes. It looks so good. Hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Vianice and I'm so happy to have you here. Today we're going to do some full glam. We're just going to do all of the fun stuff, okay? So this is the look that I achieved for today. It came out so beautiful. I feel like all of the products really blended together really well. So if you want to see how I achieved this look, let's get into the video. The first thing I'm going to use is my e.l.f. Power Grip Primer right here. And we're just going to go ahead and prime our face. I love this primer so much. My face kind of feels a little bit dry, so this feels good just to moisturize and bring some hydration back into my skin. And it just feels really good. It's sticky though. And they do that on purpose because they want your makeup to stick and last all day. See? All right, so I'm going to be using my e.l.f. Hydrating Camo Concealer right here. This is in the color Deep Cinnamon, and I'm just going to prime my eyelids because we are going to do a small eyeshadow look today. And, you know, I just felt like going full glam, in my opinion. This is full glam because I don't normally do this for my everyday makeup look. This is when I just really want to get dolled up, really want to look really put together. And yeah, we're going to be doing a little eyeshadow look today. All right, so that just primes the lids. I'm going to go ahead and set my lids with this Huda Beauty setting powder in the color Cinnamon Bun. I'm just going to take a little bit of it and dab it right over my lid like so. And for today's look, I'm going to be using the Saharian by Juvia's, and inside are these beautiful bright and it's just a, I don't know, it's just a different combination of colors. You can see better right here. It's not your usual eyeshadow palette. I feel like the color scheme isn't, but we're going to be using this color right here to put on our lids. So taking my eyeshadow brush, I'm just going to dab it on top of my lid. I'm going for like a burnt orangey, corally color. I think that is so beautiful as an eyeshadow look. So I'm not going to be using too much, but just the right amount. Like that. I feel like that is such a beautiful color. Let's go ahead and do the other lid. Putting a little bit more on this side to balance it out. Like so. I love it so far. I love it. So this eye look isn't going to be anything extreme. I still love simplicity when it comes to makeup. So that is the only eyeshadow color I'm going to be using for today. But I am going to do a wing because you all know I love a wing. And we're going to just start with our eyes first. So I'm going to be using my e.l.f. What is this? This is the e.l.f. Expert Liquid Eyeliner. I should know that name by heart as often as I've used this liner. But we're going to go ahead and dust this off. Put this on our lids. And I'm just doing a small wing today. And I'm not going all the way over, just midway. Halfway through my lid is where I stop. Now let's do the other eye. Okay, we went back and forth enough, even them out. I'm going to go in with my Deep Cinnamon again, that same e.l.f. concealer that we used to set our eyelids. I'm going to put that underneath my eyes, like so. Just a little bit. Then I'm going to take my brush and we're just going to go ahead and blend that out. Then I'm going to go in with my Sephora Best Skin Ever. This is in the color 31Y because I want a brighter under eye just because we're doing it all today. I'm just going to put a little bit right here underneath. As you can see here, this is very light. So I don't use this concealer a lot because really on an everyday basis, I'm not doing a super bright under eye. But in this case, we are. I feel like a football player. So we're going to go ahead and just blend that in as well. You can see here how my under eye is getting really, really bright. You know, sometimes we want a bright eye, sometimes we don't. Let me know. Are you a bright eye girl, or do you like just the seamless, same color as the rest of your makeup kind of eye? You get it? All right, now the fun part, because I'm really excited to use this foundation. I have not used it in a while, and it is the NARS Soft Matte Complete Foundation, and I'm in the color Macao Medium Deep 4, and I have not used this in so long. To me, this foundation is super matte. I'm just dabbing a little bit here on my flathead brush, and we're going to apply it on our face. So I'm just taking my brush and I'm kind of with a stippling motion, blending it in, bringing it down my neck. And as you can see here, it's so pretty. With any kind of matte foundation, you have to work a little bit faster because it dries down faster. So I'm just putting that all along my face, and notice I'm not going right under my eye because there's no need for me to do that because I have concealer. And I want a bright eye, so I'm going to keep it super bright by not going over top of that. Just bringing it down over my neck so that it blends. Did you guys hear that? Blends together. Dabbing that on my forehead. I love how you can just do your makeup according to whatever you feel like. I know I say that a lot, but I really love that. It's such a creative outlet for me. I like to draw, and I also like to paint, which I have not painted in forever. And I feel like that's probably why I love makeup so much too, because I love just to be creative and create different looks. And yeah, I love it. I love being a girl. All right, and the next thing we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and set the conceal. Well, you know what? I want to add some more concealer. I almost forgot. I'm going to put a little bit on top. I'm going to use that same Deep Cinnamon e.l.f. Hydrating Camel Concealer, and I'm going to put a little bit over top of my forehead. I'm going to put a little bit here because I want to define my jaw today. That's fun. And then I'm going to put a little bit over here, my smile lines, top of my lip, and my chin. Then I'm going to go in with my brush and just blend that out. I know you can let concealer sit for periods of time, and I don't do that all the time. Just being honest, it really, like I said, depends on what I feel like doing. But even when I'm doing a complete makeup look, I don't always let my concealer just sit. So that's why I say do makeup the way you feel most comfortable and whatever gives you the look that you like. And I'm just going to take that concealer and kind of round it down. I've noticed with my face shape and my jaw structure, I like for it to be rounded, kind of like that. And then I'm just going to blend like so. If I take my concealer and go straight across, I don't like that look on me. Bringing that down in a curve motion. And all right, the next thing we're going to use is my NARS. This is the Laguna 04 bronzing cream, and we're just going to go ahead and bronze our face. One of my favorite parts of makeup. I love bronzers so much. So I'm just taking a little brush like this, and I'm just dabbing it, just little dots. You can start with a little bit and then build up if you need more. That's so important in makeup. Never just pile it on. Have we all done that? Yes. And then you have to fix it, and who wants to go through all that? So less is best, and then add more if you want to. And I'm going to take my Ultimate Blending Brush by e.l.f. right here, and we're just going to blend that out. Going in an upward motion because you want your makeup to make your face lifted and not drugged down. So I'm just blending upwards that bronzer. Do you see the definition that that bronzer has given me and that concealer? It's giving me that real structured jaw. All right, and that's all the bronzing I'm going to do for now. I'm going to go back into my Huda powder, and we're just going to go ahead and set our under eyes, tapping it off, and also all of the other areas that we applied our concealer. And I like to kind of point my powder puff upwards, kind of in line with that eyeliner and the way I've done my concealer so that it still is going up. And I am pressing this powder into my skin. I'm not baking. I'm just putting it on and pressing it in. And then I like to go right along this area where I put that concealer over my lips and my smile lines. I don't want to waste any of this powder. I just like to put it in all of the areas that it needs it. And as you guys can see here, these products really work really well together. This matte foundation and this setting powder. I just feel like all of these products actually that I'm using today flow together so beautifully. And they're just going to give you this flawless look. Dabbing that a little bit on my forehead. Just all the spots that you put concealer. I'm also going to take a little and just go along that line that I made just to kind of make it not as obvious. This makes it just blend a little bit better because you don't want like this really harsh line that shows like you did this, you did this, you did this. So blending is so important. And that's what we're just going to do till we get it the way we want it. And this is how the base is looking so far. I love it. Everything is just blending together really well. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go in with my Easy Bake and Snatch Huda press powder, and this is in the color Kanafa, and we're just going to use this to brighten up even more under our eye because I want a really bright eye. So I'm just going to go in and apply that underneath my eye, and you're going to be able to see how this brightens. I do not use this a lot either, but it's fun to bring it out when I want to use it. And I'm just going to press that underneath my eyes. And I also like to kind of bring that up along my nose. It's just going to define it a little bit better. I don't contour my nose like I used to. I just found out that I like not really contouring my nose. This powder really does work. It really brightens up. As you can see, that this side doesn't even look bright at all actually compared to this now. We're going to do the same on this side. And I'm just dipping it in, putting it on and pressing it in. We are not baking anywhere. We're just pressing all of this powder in it. I'm taking the other end of my powder puff and I'm just going to just keep pressing that in because I like to make sure it is really blended and it doesn't look too drastic of a brightening effect under my eyes. So I'm just taking that and just kind of diffusing that brightness a little bit, and that is what we have so far. I'm loving it. I'm loving it. I'm loving it. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to use my Juvia's Place Bronzed Deep Dark palette. We're just going to dip in there and we're going to bronze over that cream bronzer. I'm just pressing it in, pulling it up to keep that lifted look. Putting a little bit around the perimeter of my forehead. I'm going to put a little bit underneath my jawline. And you kind of just have to play with your makeup until it just gets the way you want it to be. I'm going to go ahead and stop right there. And I'm going to use this Stay All Night Blue Light Micro Setting Mist by e.l.f. And I'm just going to go ahead and kind of set my face, kind of take the powdery look away. And after I fan that off a little bit, I like to go back in with my beauty blender and just get any splotches that might have occurred from that spray. You have to be careful because sometimes when you use setting spray, after you've done your makeup, it can look a little bit splotchy. So that's what I'm doing right now. And today I pulled out a highlighter that I have not used in so long. It is the ColourPop Super Shock Highlighter, and I have the color Wisp. And it's such a beautiful color. Let me show you all. It cracked, so I gotta be kind of careful. This is the color. It is so pretty. I'm going to take a little brush and just dab a little bit on my nose in the center and pat it in for a little bit of glow there. I'm gonna put a little bit on my nose, just a tad. You really have to know how you want your nose to look, the shape of your nose, what flatters you best. That's why you can't really do your makeup the exact same way as the next person, because it's going to look a little bit different. So I like to just put mine a little bit right here in the middle, just a little, and a dab on my nose. Then I'm going to take my Wet n Wild brush here, and I'm just going to kind of just fan that. So pretty. And we'll do the other side. And whenever I use any kind of highlighter, I like to put it right here in the center just to bring a little bit of highlight on my forehead. We love a glow over here. All right, and then I'm going to spray a little bit more. And for today's look, I'm not going to add false eyelashes because if you watched on previous videos, I am trying to grow my lashes out at this period of time. Could that change? Yes, but I'm trying not to do that. So I said I'm not going to use any false eyelashes until I've tried this serum out to see if it's going to work. I have to use the entire bottle. So I don't know if you've noticed for these makeup looks that I've done recently, no false eyelashes. I miss them so bad. So I'm not saying this is permanent. This is just a little trial I'm doing right now. So we're going to go in with my Ilia mascara. I love this mascara so much. And we're just going to go ahead and do our lashes. This is the Ilia Limitless Lash Mascara. I've talked about it so much. And we're just going to apply this to our lashes. How many of y'all blink when you put on your mascara? I blink like to make sure every one of my lashes are coated. Does anybody else do that? And then I like to like spread the ones in the front over so that you can actually see them. You guys, my camera either overheated, it just stopped recording. I don't know what happened, but I'm going to backtrack. I had already finished everything, but I took the lipstick off and I did do a few other things. I used this ColourPop cream gel liner. This is in Sunnyvale, and I used this just to go underneath of my eye like so. I'm going to add a little bit more because this looks so beautiful. And I've been using brown more than black these days. And as you can see here, how that just elevates your makeup look. The next thing that I did is I used my e.l.f. Jet Black liquid liner. And I just went over my moles like so. And yeah, let's get back into it. We're going to do our lips. I'm also going to use this gel liner for my lips. I love using it for both. So we're going to go ahead and line our lips. And I'm kind of putting them together because I want the lip liner to kind of blend into my lips. And then I'm going to go in with this really pretty color by Juvia's Place. This lipstick is called Lady, and it's such a beautiful neutral brown taupey golden color. And we're just going to put that in the middle. I felt like a matte lipstick would be so good with this look because everything is matte. That is so gorgeous. I love that color. Ooh, that's so pretty. And this highlight, do you guys see this highlight? Come on, highlighter. This side too. I'm going to go back into my mascara because like I said, after it dries, I like to go back in and just add more coats because it makes your lashes look even more dramatic. And as I put on mascara, I can really see how this lash serum it's working. I can see it, especially when I put mascara on, so that's a good thing. I love it. And all right, you all, this is the finished look. I love how it came out. Let me know down in the comments what you think, but I think this came out so beautiful. This is just an elevated look when I just want to do like full glam. this is it. This is the look that I want to go for. So I appreciate you all for watching. Thanks for hanging out and doing some makeup with me. If you like this video, hit that like button, drop me a comment, and don't forget to subscribe. Turn on that notification bell for more videos. And I will have everything linked below that I used, everything that I can link from Amazon. There's other things that I use that I don't have a link for, but I will definitely put the name. And if you shop through those links, it supports me and my channel because I do get a commission off those sales, and I really appreciate you all. You guys are truly the best community. I just want to say thank you just for supporting me, supporting this channel. I'm just so grateful. And as always, I love you, Jesus loves you, and I will see you all on the next video. Bye.